Black Panther coming out this Friday. Greetings everyone, allow myself to introduce myself. My name is Jay Hall and welcome to the Bears Den, lucky number 13. This past week was awesome. We finished up Shadow of the Colossus. We also were able to watch the end of the Overwatch Stage 1 playoffs, although they might not have ended how I wanted them to. It was still really awesome to see. And this week we have another new game to look forward to that we're going to be checking out. Plus Black Panther, like I said, and a few tidbits of info on some exciting games coming down the road. Let's get to it. First up, news for games. Fortnite is officially bigger than PUBG. Well, I say officially, but it's not really officially, because Fortnite has concurrently around 3.4 million players at its peak, while PUBG has around 3.2 million, 200,000 or so less. But PUBG's numbers only include PC, not accounting for Xbox, so however many people are on Xbox, I would assume are more than 200,000, but officially right now, with the numbers, Fortnite is bigger, okay? Kingdom Hearts 3 is getting a Monsters, Inc. world incorporated into the game if it ever releases. I mean, come on, man. This will be first for Kingdom Hearts, having a whole bunch of Pixar properties in it. Some other worlds already confirmed are Toy Story, Tangled, Hercules, and Big Hero 6. So I'm sure there are a lot more to come that they haven't talked about. But again, are we ever going to get this game? Rumor has it that Metroid Prime 4 is being developed by Bandai Namco. No actual details on the game or when it's coming. But Nintendo, I don't really understand why you keep on trying to pass off this franchise. It's one of your few, like, hardcore sort of franchises. You need to hold that close to your chest. Cherish it. Make sweet love to it. You'll soon be able to use your My Nintendo, not my Nintendo, your My Nintendo gold points to purchase software on the eShop. Finally, a viable use for them, you can get gold points by purchasing digital software by getting a lot of them that way, or even physical software and registering it. Lots of happenings for Overwatch and Overwatch League in the past week, and a little bit of a spoiler here if you don't want to hear who won Stage 1. But I mean, it already happened like 2 days ago already. You should know, and you should have watched it. The London Spitfire claimed the victory after dropping 3 of their last 5 games and pulling it back from a reverse sweep to win the final game against the New York XL. Now I wish, Houston Outlaws or New York XL would have won in the end, but I'm still really happy that they were, the number 3 seed and they still won. And the first woman is slated to join the league. Diggory is likely joining the Shanghai Dragons. She is basically a god tier Zarya and Diva off-tank player. You need to watch some of her gameplay to see what Shanghai is going to be getting, because my god, do they need the help. They are 0-10 right now. And Year of the Dog for Overwatch is in full swing. I have yet to get any of the skins since I'm not purchasing loot boxes. 3 legendaries, none of the new skins, none. And finally for games, it is pretty much confirmed that Call of Duty will be releasing Black Ops 4 at the end of this year with a less futuristic setting. Nothing is going to change underneath it all, though. It's still going to be the same goddamn thing with a new coat of paint, and people will eat it up. As for movies, the showrunners of Game of Thrones are getting their own Star Wars series, separate from all the other previously announced series, anything in the works or in production so far. This seems like a shift away from the anthology films like Rogue One or Solo or whatever the next one's supposed to be, because I mean, why would you make one single film when, baby, you can milk that cash cow for all it's worth with series? And I'm not taking anything away from David Benioff or D.B. Weiss on this, but they were graced with some of the best source material of all time with Game of Thrones, so I'm equal parts anxious and hopeful to see what they come up with. Joaquin Phoenix, that one crazy actor dude that doesn't really do much anymore, is the top contender for the Joker origin role. This is perfect for him, I think. Much better than Jared Leto. Joaquin could pull it off with ease, so I do hope in fact he does take the role, because it's so far been offered to him and he's the front runner, but he has not officially accepted it yet. Deadpool 2 got another badass trailer. Deadpool even live tweeted the Super Bowl.
Oh no, Sheriff Deadpool.
The marketing guys on this one are damn good. Oh, and then for the polar opposite, Venom got a trailer and it sucked. No juicy details or glimpses, not even the costume. The poster has his eyes and that's it. I have no doubt Tom Hardy will knock this out of the park, and I know this is only a teaser trailer, okay? I'm sure there's more to come before the film releases. Netflix has bought another film that was dropped by a big studio, Extinction. Hopefully it doesn't suck as much as Bright or Cloverfield paradox, because trust me, it did suck. I watched it and my god is it bad. But Netflix does seem super committed to, purchasing or producing future big blockbuster movies as opposed to only focusing on TV shows, which is only good for the platform. And speaking of their successful TV shows, transition, Stranger Things 3, season 3, mind you, will only have 8 episodes. This is the same episode count as season 1, but one less than season 2. I remember when I first watched season 1 and I thought it had 13 episodes, the same as any other Netflix series that I had watched up till that point. And, it was kind of a little bit of a rude awakening, and I might have cried myself to sleep at night when I realized it was over. And a little bit of random news here. I'm not going to go into details on this, but Destiny 2 and Battlefront 2 are getting some much needed updates. Now, it needs a lot more work to help with these 2 biggest disappointments of 2017. If you want to read about the details, it is down below in a couple of the links, but I'm not going to go into anything that they're talking about because, quite frankly, there's a lot more to do. There are actually quite a few releases this week. On Tuesday, February 13th, we have Dynasty Warriors 9 for PS4, PC, and Xbone, Kingdom Come Deliverance for PC, PS4, and Xbone. This is kind of a very realistic RPG. It's not a fantastical medieval one. It's more like you're actually living in medieval times and it is god awful and you have to survive and work your way up the ranks. So that one actually interests me a little bit. I'm not going to be playing it right away though. Owlboy is releasing for all consoles finally. It was released previously on PC. It is kind of like an ode to the old school. I think it looks more 16-bit platformer things. Crossing Souls is coming to PC on PS4 as well on the same date. As for on the 15th, we're getting the Secret of Mana remake coming to PC, PS4, and Vita. Yes, that is still a platform that apparently some people use. I actually recently looked into getting a Vita because you can play all your PSP downloadable games on it. And time for the juicy day, Friday, February 16th, Bayonetta 1 and 2 are getting released on Nintendo Switch. Previously, you could only play Bayonetta 2 on Wii U, so this is giving a lot of people that opportunity to play a great game, finally. And we also have Faye coming to all consoles and PC. This is the one I'm looking forward to. It looks like a really great indie game. I know EA is the one that was the money behind it, but they didn't make it, so it should be good. And also, Black Panther, baby! He's coming up shortly in this scene, but it's coming out Friday, February 16th. Yes! And finally, on the 18th, we are getting Long Gone Days coming to PC. I just heard about this game. It's a very old school, kind of military, very story-driven game, so I might have to check it out if the reviews are any good. I featured a few more indie games this week than normal because honestly, they are the lifeblood of gaming right now. Because if it were given up to the AAA developers, I feel like games would be in a very rough shape at the moment. So thank you, indie developers, for actually caring about what you make. As for me this week, we will be playing one of the games I mentioned before, Faye, on Friday. For the rest of the schedule, let me check real quick. We got Tuesday, Overwatch, Wednesday, Fortnite, Thursday, Telltale Walking Dead, starting up season 3 of that. We just finished season 2 last week. On Friday, like I said, Faye. It looks great. We're going to check it out. On Saturday, we got Overwatch again, and on Sunday, Fortnite again, because I really love those 2 games. They're fantastic. And finally, for some shit I got this week. Absolutely nothing. I paid for car repairs. I paid my taxes. Growing up sucks sometimes. As always, links for all the stories and releases can be found down below, usually with the best source possible, straight from the horse's mouth, and also Amazon links if you want to buy any of the stuff. It helps me out a lot. And where's Black Panther? Are you coming up yet? With that said, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. Next week, same time, I'll catch you on the flip side. And of course, he's getting arrested. Yeah.